We're back in another video. Today I'm going to be explaining the best XP methods currently in Chapter 6, Season 1.
Hey gamers, remember to subscribe, like, comment, share. Check that description for all the other social media platforms. Now back to the video.
Alright, so let me say that I already recorded the XP video for today explaining that Save the World, blah, 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 like we've done multiple times before, but it completely changed. I didn't think they were going to completely change it, but it has completely changed. So, instead of a daily XP cap, now it's a weekly XP cap, which wouldn't be bad if the XP cap was very large, right? You could AFK for an entire day and then finish it off. You would finish a whole week off in a day. But currently, the XP cap is about 700,000 a week, and we don't even know when that week resets. We don't know if it takes. We don't know if it's on a Thursday. We don't know if it's on a Sunday, a Wednesday. We have no idea when the actual reset is of that weekly cap. But it's so low to where, like, what the fuck? Why is it that low? So let me put it in perspective. It's about 700,000. I don't know the exact amount, but it's about 700,000. So if we divide that and put it into 80,000, which is a level, right? 80,000 is one level. They have not changed that. That's 8 levels per week. Almost a 9. About 9. Let's just round it up. 9 levels per week. Before, you could get 4 levels per day in Save the World. About 4.5, let's say. Maybe even 3.5. You might go lower. Even if you got only 3.5 levels per day. Let's just say even 3 levels per day. That's still 21 levels a week. Now we only get 9 levels a week. What the fuck is that bullshit? Like, what? Why'd they nerf it that much? It's crazy how much they nerf Save the World. I'm not sure about the entirety of the rest of the game. I know there was a Lego glitch earlier, and they decreased the XP like a lot to nerf that. So yeah, but I don't know if that's just a general thing, like it's only a daily cap for the entire week for just Save the World, or is that the entire game? I'm not sure. I didn't really look into it, but if that's the entire game and you only get 9 levels per week, what the fuck? That's it? I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really play that much, so I have no idea if that's exactly how it works. But yeah, um, so I don't really know the best XP currently now, except the 9 levels you get from Save the World. I didn't grind Save the World yet or anything, so I don't know exactly if you get more XP after the 9 levels, but I'm not sure. But I just wanted to say that in the beginning, but we'll go back to what I'm talking about in the original recording, um, so you can look at all the Save the World stuff because it still works. It still does work. You can do it at least like 3 times a week to get 9 levels. It does suck that you can't do it every day now, but you could probably just grind those 9 levels in one day and just let it AFK for the entire day if you wanted to do that. But yeah, man, I think that's really stupid. I think it would have been a better idea to not have a daily cap and have a weekly cap, but make it like about the 21 levels, 22 levels that you would get, um, instead of that daily cap. But yeah, other than that, we'll go to past me here and I'll explain the entire XP method. Anyway, so yeah. All right, so we're already in Save the World. You can already tell. Yeah, I'm just gonna explain the same XP, AFK method. That I've done for every single season. It's still really good. It did get nerfed. I'm pretty sure. I don't know the exact amounts of XP it got nerfed by, but it definitely got nerfed. Um, it not drastically, but it's probably about 3.5 levels per day. About 4, not like 4.5 levels. So it definitely got nerfed. But I still think it's good for just completely AFK. I will mention some other stuff because a lot of shit changed with the new season. So let me quickly talk about that. So for the passes, quickly, everything now is XP based. Every pass is XP based. So if you play Battle Royale, you're going to get XP for the Music Pass, the Lego Pass, and when we get the OG Pass. If you play only OG, you're going to get all the XP for this. If you only play Festival, you're going to get XP for everything else. Lego, you're going to get XP for everything else. So, really like that change. I think that's a great change. So we don't need to worry about like, oh yeah, if you want to get Festival, you got to do the challenges in there, challenges in Lego, blah 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 blah, right? But it's all XP now. It's all cross like versatile, I guess you would call it. So really nice that they did that. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Anyways, so um, you get, the AFK XP in here, of course, right? Last season, with Save the World, if you did AFK, you wouldn't get XP for Festival. I'm not actually sure if they fixed that. They might have fixed it during the season because I didn't play it really that much last season because it was only you only had to get to level 100 or like 70. It wasn't like anything crazy like a 200. So with this season, it's definitely going to be more worth it to do Save the World than last. But yeah, before we talk about Save the World and go over that, because that's the usual way I talk about it, is we still have Lego. Where the fuck is it? This whole menu is still ass. Lego still is pretty good. You can AFK in that. You have to move around. Juice doesn't get a Lego. You do have to move around a good amount um, to get the XP. It's every like 10 to 15 minutes. I've tried the rubber band method a couple times. It's not the greatest. It really isn't. So yeah, I did see someone say you could use like a auto clicker or something. That might work. So if you want to try that, that should work pretty well. Um, so yeah, that would probably be pretty good for Lego. Lego does give you a lot of AFK XP, so I will say that. It's just you can get kicked for inactivity. So you got to figure out a method to do that. And the rubber band method, I've tried a couple times, it doesn't work. So auto clicker would be the best. On console, I don't really know what you could do. But yeah. So Lego is still pretty good for AFK. I think it's a really solid AFK method. Um, but yeah. So I would say between the two, if you want to go fully AFK, Lego really isn't fully AFK though. You have to figure out a method to make it fully AFK. But if you want to go fully AFK, you got to go with Save the World. It's easily the best one to go fully AFK. You don't need to touch anything. So let's talk about that because that's what these videos are mainly about. Just to explain how it works and if they change anything, because they did change the values. I don't remember exactly the values. They lowered them. They nerfed them again, which is stupid. I think they were fine where they were. I think 4 levels a day is pretty solid. I don't think it's the worst that it could be. Um, but it's not like crazy amounts of XP, but it wasn't like a absorbent amount where it's like, yeah, this is broken, right? But yeah, let's go in here. I'll explain it, and we'll set it up, and I'll just show you a screenshot of the XP amounts. So here we go. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it works the same as last season. If you've already seen that, you get it. But if you haven't, basically, Save the World is a zombie tower defense game where you defend your storm shields from zombies, right? And we set these things up to make it fully AFK, called trap tunnels. These trap tunnels make it so the zombies will walk through it and die, basically. The trap tunnels do have durability, so eventually they will break and you can get breached. But there's only 30 waves. It's not an infinite wave thing. To get to endurances, you have to let's let her talk.
Drill. We're ready to expand again. When you're ready to start the fight, select Expand Shield from the Storm Shield console.
Alright, so yeah, basically, you have these storm shields here. You have that one there. This is the storm shield, and those are the amplifiers there. And basically, the zombies will pick an amplifier that you have to defend that round. Let's say B, and then they'll come to B and try to destroy it. So they'll go through these trap tunnels I made. I'll link a playlist in the description that shows kind of how to make these, because you can kind of pick different points of where you want your amplifiers. The storm shield will always be there. This is the Stonewall one. This is just the easiest one, I think. So I just picked it. But there's like 4 other ones you could pick. But this is the first one you can do in the game. But yeah, to get to the endurances, you have to play wave 1 to wave 10. And then once you finish those, or like Storm Shield defense 1 to 10, once you finish those, you get unlocked endurances. And then you can play the endurances, which is this. So yeah, you just go through a wave 1 to 30. I can hit constant wave like 24s. Sometimes 29s, sometimes 30s. I think you only need to hit wave 29 to get max XP. I don't know if that changed since last season. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It does take a bit to set all this shit up. But like I said, I'll link the thing I have in the description to show you how to set all this up. I really haven't changed any of this since I set this up like 2 years ago. So yeah, and it works good enough to where like, yeah, it would be nice to upgrade some of these traps to make it so I can constantly hit wave 30. But I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. But it takes about 2 hours and a half. Man, like yeah, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half to completely finish this if you hit wave 30-ish. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's fully AFK. You don't need to come back. It's not like a Lego where you have a rubber band or something. No, it's fully AFK. Wait the 2 hours and whatever. Come back. It will be done. You can claim your XP and go on your way. I'm not 100% sure if it now works with all the passes. It should. I feel like it'd be weird if it didn't. I didn't really check before, but maybe I should have. But I'm just going to assume they did fix it. It would be weird if they didn't. But if they didn't, then you can do the AFK Lego. But if you just want to level up the normal battle pass, then this will be it. But yeah, I feel like they would fix it. I feel like it'd be weird not to. But yeah, let's quickly set this up. Let's see the amount I get, what wave I hit, and yeah, that'll be it for the video. So yeah, start this up.